it's me, Bussy, and welcome back to Hat or Rat. And you may notice I sound a little bit different today. I have been battling the Rona, and this is the first day of the past 4 that I haven't had fever, so I went ahead and took the opportunity to film, because the Bussy Queen Studios show must go on. That said, I'm sorry I won't be looking sickening while I read these bitches for filth. I'll just be sick. Today we'll be reviewing episode 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race season 14, and I have one thing to say. Thank you, gay Jesus, for Angeria Paris VanMichaels. This week our 7 new queens were challenged to perform in the Charisma, Nerve, and Talent show, or should I say dance recital, and show us their signature, show-stopping drag on the runway. We'll be breaking all of that down and ranking the talent show performances from raddest rat to hottest hot. But first, I have some exciting news. I just got my new monthly scents from today's video sponsor, Scentbird. Scentbird is a fragrance subscription service that allows you to try a new designer perfume, cologne, or even unisex fragrance every single month. And Scentbird works directly with over 600 brands like Prada, Gucci, and Vince Camuto to bring the hottest 100% authentic fragrances directly to your doorstep. This month I received Amore Leopard by Sanctuary, a clean citrusy scent that reminds me of hiking in the mountains. Eau de Juice by Love Unfiltered, a confident, sultry scent with a trail of amber, sensual musk, and pond woods. And Confessions of a Rebel, Get a Room, which has hints of red apple, mandarin, and sage oil that smells so good I just love the smell. And here's the hot truth tea, mama. Designer fragrance bottles can cost hundreds of dollars, and picking one out can be almost impossible. They have an amazing online quiz to help you discover new fragrances based on your preferred flavor profiles, and each bottle contains a full 30-day supply. Plus, Scentbird is already a bargain at just about $15 a month. But wait till you hear this. They partnered with me to bring you an even hotter deal. When you click the link in the description of my video and use code BUSSY4, you'll get 55% off your first month at Scentbird. That's right, $7 to smell priceless in the new year. Thanks, Scentbird, for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's see what our B team had to offer. First up, give me a D-E-J-A. It's Deja Skye. Her talent ended up at the bottom of my list tonight because I think it was more confusing than anything else. She was supposed to be doing this comedy set where she was teaching the audience how to do a cheerleading routine, but bad. Intentionally. Unfortunately, I think the set was just a little too one-dimensional to actually be funny. Had she done a misdirect at the end and busted out this crazy professional cheer routine after she psyched out the judges by giving them bad dance moves, then it could have been really funny. But instead, there's just no payoff and it felt more lazy than anything else. This was a rat. But on the runway, does a rose by any other color smell as sweet? Yes, I think it does. This is a very glamorous and rich housewife in a giant mansion with too much money type of look. And I love the blue rose petal folded headpiece that she has on, matching all the rose detailing throughout the lacy fabrics. The only thing I'd really change about this look is the belt in the center, which I don't think did a whole lot for it, but that's a small detail, and I think she's gorgeous, the look is gorgeous. And more importantly, this was, I think, a much needed redemption from her from that entrance look that we saw her walk in with. Girl, I thought Minnie Mouse had gotten into a fight with the lawnmower. But back to our vision in blue. This look is hot. Next up on this week's episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, it's Maddy Morphosis. Let's get it out of the way. Her Guy Fieri entrance look. Oh my god. This is one of those looks that's so bad it's good, but then dips its toe back into bad and then falls all the way into it. However, for as good or bad or good bad or bad good this look is, I'll let y'all debate that in the comments down below. I will say it is at least bold for your entrance look to be completely devoid of any actual style or reference to gay pop culture. This is a look that Maddy knew would get the girlies going online. And ultimately, I think this type of thing, when you're having fun and pushing other people's buttons, is drag at its best, so congrats on the look, Maddy. However, her talent I wasn't so much in love with tonight. She was playing the electric guitar dressed in an outfit that is itself a crime against gay rights. Seriously, what is this? She looks like a realtor that moonlights as a Sunday school teacher and listens to Kiss in the car on the way to drop her kids off at school. But the bigger issue here, I think, was the talent she displayed. While impressive that she can play the guitar, sure, was kind of boring and uninspired, as the judges hinted at. And the one more interesting part of her performance, when she was playing the guitar with her tongue, was completely hidden. But tongue involved or not, what I really wanted to see from Maddy here was to see her completely shred the guitar. I needed some, who were the guitar bands? ZZ Top up in this bitch. I needed flames coming out from the guitar. I wanted her to smash it in the end. This performance did not strike a chord with me tonight. It was a cut. And on the runway, we can only ask, Maddy, how's your head? She is giving us a headless Marie Antoinette. So I do think the concept for this is really fun, and as Michelle says, I want to give her props for being the first person to bring this specific version of Marie to the US Drag Race main stage. However, I don't really think it was well executed. For example, the actual outfit / costume she's wearing looks almost identical to the 20 plus other headless Marie Antoinettes that we see when we Google headless Marie Antoinette. Like literally down to the pattern of the dress and style of the wig in this one. I just don't think it's totally fair to want to call something your signature show-stopping drag when it's literally all over Google Images. I mean, she doesn't even have heels on. And like, any other queen would have been red for filth for that. So like, why is she getting a pass here? Had she made this look really intricately, completely her own and done tons of unique detailing and styling, then this would be a completely different conversation that we're having here. For example, just take a look at what Adriana did on Canada's Drag Race Season 2 to convey essentially the exact same concept on the runway. So while I'm definitely looking forward to see what Maddy brings us in the rest of the competition, this look tonight is going straight into the rot pile. Next up, Dancing Queen number 4. It's Daya Betty. Daya's talent was lip syncing to a Pink song, dressed like a magician who might also be a matador. It was quite the interesting showcase of personality, I must say. And firstly, I do want to give her props for her props. The confetti, the small hat reveal, and the air balloons were fun, but I'm not really sure what she was trying to tell us what her talent was with all those little disparate pieces strewn together like that, or what the hell Pink had to do with any of it. As Angeria so eloquently said, she looked like a clown performing at a kid's birthday party, which all things considered might actually have been a much better way to brand her talent, you know, coming in from that comedy perspective of being a clown at a birthday party would have been a lot more fun. Instead, she took it way too seriously, I think. This was a rat. However, I do think her runway was a bright spot for her tonight. This look was almost entering Vivienne Westwood territory, but on like the cleaner side, less punk. And I liked how the construction of it just being ribbon and strips of plaid were both part of how the dress was formed and also how it was staying on her body, even if that did kind of bite her in the ass during the lip sync. And the judges did point out that the back of the dress was ripped at the bottom, and once they showed us that, I was actually sitting there thinking, wow, I would have loved to have seen more rips and tears on this dress along the bottom to give it that edgier feel. But overall, the look was, I think, at least original and said Daya Betty, which was what the category demanded. So I'm gonna give this look a soft hot. Next up, Lady Black Swan Camden. Her talent was ballet on heels, which I think begs the question, is it still ballet if they're wearing heels? I don't know if it was just me, but I kind of felt robbed when she threw her flats aside. I was like, no girl, please, I want to see you like dance around on point. Give me the real ballet fantasy. Because for as amazing as her dancing was in the style of ballet, I was just sitting there like, we just saw 3 queens dance, now we're seeing another one dance. I wanted to see something unique. But getting past all that, it's undeniable she completely tore up the stage in her ballet heels. So I'm giving this performance a hot. In the runway, she showed us her peacock cock, her peacock cock. She's wearing this like loud and shiny Raver Girl neon thing, and there's peacock feathers that come out from behind her. Let me say that the feathers I think are the best part of this look. The rest of it, it's so homogenous that I can't even really tell what I'm looking at. All the pieces just blend together, including the bird headpiece on her head, which is almost the same color as her wig. I just needed a little bit of contrast throughout this so that my eyes could discern the different pieces. And my other criticism of this look is that the extravagance of those tail feathers don't, I think, really match the more pedestrianness of the rest of the look. So her feathers, I'll give a hot, but the rest of it should have never left the nest. This outfit's a rat. Next up, Dancing Diva number 2, Jasmine Kennedie. Of our queens with lip sync dance numbers tonight, I think Jasmine had the routine with the most complex and challenging single moves. Like, girl, she was doing triple sow cow front backflips into splits and helicopter spins like there was no tomorrow. And yeah, I just made whatever that was up, but I was seriously impressed. That said, she's only 3rd in my talent show list tonight because as amazing as some of those individual gravity-defying tricks were, I think some of the other parts of her performance felt a little stale or slow in comparison. Anyways, this performance was hot. And the runway, I don't have much to say about her gold look, except I was gagging. I really appreciate this type of aesthetic on a drag queen. It's just very raw beauty, glamour, old school, but also feels a little new school. And girl, the judges had it right. She looked damn good. Plus, she 100% met the brief. This is Jasmine Kennedie's signature based on everything we've seen from her so far, and I can't wait to see more. This look is hot. And second for me in the talent show tonight is Jorgeous. She opened the talent show tonight, which I think was very much in her favor considering there were so many queens doing dance and lip sync numbers. dancers. And that's not to say her routine wasn't amazing. I think it was, which is why it's second on my list tonight. But I do think that there were just diminishing returns for the rest of the queens who had to dance and lip sync after her in the eyes of the judges and audience. And if Jorgeous had been the 5th lip sync dance routine to go, who knows how the judges might have received her. All that said, I had a lot of fun with her. It was a really tight routine to a fun song full of energy. I really had no complaints. She kept me captivated the entire time I was watching. So this performance, I think, was hot. And on the runway, girl, I've never seen a cat suit look better, if you can even call this cat suit. She's wearing this gorgeous, like, fishnet body stocking piece that is just crystallized all over the place. And then surprise, the little purple silky piece comes off in a dramatic reveal. She is someone so far who has just consistently captivated me with her beauty. Like, the mug, flawless, body, flawless, everything about her is just so tight and perfected. And I think the other queens are gonna have some tough competition up ahead with this one. This look was hot. Next up, funny? Check. Beautiful? Check. The reason this episode even had a pulse in it? Check. It's Angeria Paris VanMichaels. She closed out the talent show and performed an original song, which was more than just a breath of fresh air for this talent show, but a full resuscitation of a dead body whose time was called 4 numbers prior. Wow, was she worth the wait? And I think what made Angeria's track so much fun wasn't the singing or lyrics, which were good, but just that she really allowed us to have fun with her while she was on the stage. This performance was just like the perfect cherry on top of us already falling in love with Angeria throughout the entire episode, with all of her amazing confessional moments and little like sideways glances anytime something would happen. She's just so damn funny, sweet, and shady. Like, she just feels like a good friend that you want to kiki and gossip with, and I love that energy. Angeria's performance hot? Check. Plus, on top of being an amazing drag queen in person in general, she's also a stunner on the runway. This look, this is some good drag, and this runway needed it. I'm just living for every single inch of this red wine pageant gown. The body, the silhouette, the hair so high that even God looks up to it. Girl, she looks so good. And in a word, professional. This is show-stopping drag. If this is how seriously she's gonna be taking this competition, those other bitches better watch out. Angeria, this look is hot. The judges give Angeria the win tonight, rightly so, and congrats to her, and they put Daya and Deja in the bottom 2, which was pretty close to, but slightly different than the bottom 2 I would have selected. And as for the lip sync to Alicia Keys' song, I did react to this over on my Patreon at patreon.com/BussyQueen. That's my members only website, where my Patreon family gets exclusive member benefits like early access to my videos, access to exclusive videos, access to the Bussy Queen Discord server, and more. Click the link in the description of this video to join today. See you there. But the short of it is, I think they made the correct decision in keeping Deja. She really matched the essence of the song much better than Daya, although Daya did a decent job. Overall, I think the judges made a lot of correct decisions tonight and last week, and I've been impressed with the season 14 premieres so far, even if this episode's talent show was a little lackluster. I've got to say though, from a production standpoint, I'm not sure why they put so many dance lip sync numbers into this episode. They could have easily traded some of the queens in this group for last week's and had a much more even talent show both weeks. But I guess we'll never know. Let me know what you're thinking about everything though down in the comments below. Who would you have picked for the win? Who would you put into the bottom 2? And who would have been sashaying away this week? And finally, my hottest on the runway goes to Angeria Paris VanMichaels. I also asked my patrons to vote on their hottest hots for the talent show and the runway, and they've chosen Angeria Paris VanMichaels and Maddy Morphosis, respectively. As always, I want to say thanks to you for watching today's video. Today's video sponsor, Scentbird, who'll keep you smelling fresh all year long. Make sure to click the link in the description to check them out. And my generous patrons who make my channel possible. I want to give a special shout out to Lark, Aliao, Angel, Cyrus, Felicia, Hector Simancas, JB, Joseph, Josh Marchant, JP in Dallas, Laura Lisette, Matthew Burns, Matthew Bauer, Maxie Wow, Miss F, Neely, Scooby Snacks, Sailor, Steven, Tom Jaco, Tom Young, Topher, Triton, Wheelie, and Yijit, who are all supporting me at my Bussy Queen Collector tier. See y'all later. Love ya. Bye. That didn't even make sense. Didn't even make sense. Oh my God. I just have coronavirus and I want to go to bed.